You're listening to FUBAR Weekly on KDSR, Demo Spin Radio, brought to you by ARC Network Live 365, the station where everyone deserves to be heard. The following program contains strong language and adult content. Listener discretion is advised. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
The fucking thing does suck. Thank you, Bill O'Reilly. Why am I sound weird? I think these microphones, yeah, that one. Talk.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and cute doggies. FUBAR Weekly Show. Today is the 17th of December. This is the last live FUBAR show of 2019. I wish I had some noisemakers and shit. Wait a minute. I just realized. Did you ever decorate my hat? You fired. Clean out. Find a locker. Clean it out. You fired.
Just any locker?
No, I don't care. Just grab one.
Can I keep what's inside?
Sure.
Okay.
Might be drugs. Might not be. I don't know. Could be some lemon pledge.
I could be today's Florida man story if I find drugs in your locker.
Drugs.
Florida man arrested for trying to buy McDonald's with weed.
Oh, nice. That's a good story.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about the Santa hat.
Okay.
I
I actually was going to gift you a different Santa hat because I didn't decorate your first Santa hat. I was going to give you a different Santa hat in addition to giving you back your other one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not that, doesn't really matter to me.
It's not that festive?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Whatever.
All right.
Bah humbug. Make everybody work on Christmas. No, this is going to be the last show for 2019. I am leaving this Saturday for New York for 2 weeks. So I will be in New York. Not Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I may go live just to say hi and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. But New Year's Eve, there will be a show that I will post on our Facebook, and I got to see how I can link it on YouTube. But I'll be on holy shit. Her name just blanked. It's a show on Strong Island Television, which you can watch on all social media platforms, Roku and some other shit. Yeah. So I'll be on that. I'll keep everybody posted. I'm not going to leave you hanging. My voice is a little raspy today. I blew it out yelling at my kids over the weekend. So
bummer.
Like seriously, I tried singing in the car this morning, driving them to school, and my voice was squeaking and cracking.
How was your winter concert?
It was very good, actually.
Good.
My son's winter concert was Saturday, and it was very good. They did a great job. Their band director she's an absolute sweetheart, such a nice lady, very good at what she does, excellent band director. Yeah, they did a great job. I'm actually going to turn the camera a second.
Good. Very cool. That's
better.
I had an okay band director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What instrument did you play?
Trumpet.
You played the trumpet?
I played the trumpet, and
That's what I said. You played the trumpet.
Yeah, and I haven't played in a very long time.
Oh, we got Minnie in the house.
Yes.
Ms. Minnie in the hizzy.
I'm gonna put a little jingle bell on the end of her tail.
So when she came in, when Minnie finally came over to me, I didn't ask who's a good girl. I asked how's the good girl, and that, my friends, is what makes all the difference in life. Right, Minnie? You
have to ask how your friends are doing.
If I knew you were coming, I'd got some treats, some sausages or something. Oh, sorry, I stopped petting you. So we're gonna do a little recap tonight. Recap the year, not only the FUBAR show, not only what we did here on the show, but what we did in our lives and our careers, and talk about some goals and aspirations for the new year. Not New Year's resolutions, because I am a firm believer that New Year's resolutions are bullshit. They're dumb.
Is it just because you call them New Year's resolutions that they're bullshit? Because
I don't know anybody who's ever truly stuck to a New Year's resolution. It's always, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to join the gym. the first month of the year is the worst. Like, I will not go and work out in a gym the first month of the year.
Well, because everybody's there.
Yeah, and then by February, everybody's going. What somebody needs to do, they need to open up a place that they'll call it Bar's Gym from January 1st to February 1st, and then the rest of the year it's Jim's Bar.
I stand it.
You got it. Yeah, it's that's what should be done. I mean, it's a great moneymaker. But I don't like making resolutions because it's like a half-ass thing.
Do you know what my New Year's resolution was this year? Do you remember?
No.
You don't remember? I told you, like,
retarded.
Okay. This was my New Year's resolution last year.
Oh, to do cocaine out of. Oh, I'm sorry. To drink out of a reusable straws.
To use less plastic straws.
Save the turtle. Skeet, or whatever the fuck those Visco girls say. You don't know? Do you know what a Visco girl is?
Yeah, they wear the headband.
Yeah, they wear like it's like 90s fashion. And
it's like 90s surfer girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but now they don't know how to surf.
And they're annoying as fuck. Minnie's cute. You'll see her right around here. Oh, there she goes.
Her little tail.
She's black. She's black, so you really can't see her when she goes because it's not well lit. Yeah. So save the turtles.
Yeah. And a couple of years ago, I tried to not buy bottled water. I failed.
See, I tell you, you fail at New Year's. Now, setting goals for the year, absolutely. That's cool. I'm cool with
I did much better about the straw thing because I really like drinking out of straws, like even when I'm out in public. And now that I've kept my straw in my bag, or at least a reusable straw, it's easier for me to say no to a straw because I just pull out my own.
Now, I will say that I have, it's not an actual Yeti cup because I'm poor as fuck, but it's like one of those metal, vacuum lined big cups. And I use a reusable straw for that. So I am trying to do my part, but the rest of the time I use plastic straws because fuck the planet. I hope you have a great time with family and friends. Likewise, Mom, I hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yes, Minnie is our special guest tonight. She's just going to pace back and forth and then get angry at me when I don't scratch behind her ears. Like I was scratching behind her ears before I stopped, and she kind of headbutted me. I'm like, really? Come on, I got things to do, lady.
Oh, come on.
She's so cute, though.
Okay.
She is.
You just have to ignore her a little bit.
So,
and then she'll leave you alone.
Before we get into the recap of the year, I do have a couple of things that I would like to discuss with you people. I sound like I'm important and smart. Actually, my voice sounds pretty good over the mic. I do me hard. Yeah. Weird ways. Do
you want to hear about some birthdays real quick while you're looking that up?
Yes.
So I want to give a shout out to a couple of celebrities today.
Okay.
They're not listening, probably, more than likely.
No.
But the following celebrities have birthdays today. Happy birthday to Billie Eilish, who has become very popular. She is turning 17 today, and she's already got songs that top the charts.
Good for her.
Yes, good for her.
Eddie, people shit. I couldn't tell you a single song she sings. It's just they don't play her music on the stations I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Eddie Van Halen came out and said that people should leave her the fuck alone and leave her fans alone. They like what they like. Nickelback has fans, so why can't people like whatever the fuck she sings?
Yeah, I like her music. It's different for most of the celebrities that are her age right now. Okay. Most of the celebrities that are popular, they're very poppy.
Who would you say she's closest to? Draw a comparison. I don't think I've ever heard or recognized that it was her.
I don't know. I can't really tell you who, honestly, because she's got a very unique sound.
She's so unique. Okay,
she's very unique. She's got kind of a darker sound. Her physical appearance doesn't match her music in that if you heard her music, it would kind of probably sound like something you like because it's got typo negative vibes with a female singer.
Okay.
But her image is very pop or whatever, so that's why people associate the two different things. But whatever, she likes what she likes.
Whatever.
And then
does she write her own music?
Yes.
Does she perform a musical instrument and perform with live musical instruments?
I think she just sings. I don't know about
but does she play with a live band, or is it a pre-recorded musical track?
It's probably a band.
If she writes her own shit and plays with a live band, then she is leaps and bounds beyond most of the shit that's out there today.
So there you go. So I like Billie Eilish. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Also, Mila. So I actually have. Oh, and Sia.
She's cool. I like her.
Yeah. So she's turning 46 today.
When I found out how old she was, I was shocked.
She writes for so many.
Really?
She's primarily a writer
Okay.
of like lyrics and songs.
But the first time I saw her, because she performs with the hair over her
yeah.
face.
She's kind of weird.
Well, no, she did that intentionally because
Why?
she didn't want to be recognized. She wanted to maintain some anonymity until it came out what she actually looks like. And you know, I thought that was kind of cool. But then I found out how old she was. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, she's been writing
cool.
for a long time for a lot of people. For the most part, that's what she does. She doesn't usually sing her own songs, even the song Chandelier's beautiful song. Also, not one, but two of my lady celebrity crushes, Mila Jovovich.
Nice.
And Kristen Ritter.
Is that John Ritter's daughter?
I don't know, but she played Jane in Breaking Bad.
Okay.
And she was the main person in...
What was her name? Jane Ritter?
Oh, Kristen Ritter.
Kristen Ritter.
With she spells it Krystен. Krysten. And also Don Johnson.
Don Johnson.
Yeah.
My wife has seen his penis.
Really?
Yeah. One of her clear memories of being young was he was in Playgirl magazine, and she flipped through it. So she saw Don Juan Johnson. Whoa, she's cute.
Kristen Ritter?
Yeah.
Yeah, she played a meth head in Breaking Bad, and then she died. Or heroin, sorry, a heroin head.
Nope, she is the daughter of Gary Ritter.
I don't know who that is.
Nobody does.
Okay.
He's not anybody famous.
Yeah. Mila Jovovich, another beautiful voice. So today is the day of people who sing really well. Like Billie Eilish, Sia, and Mila Jovovich are all good singers.
Okay, I can dig it.
Yeah.
She and her brother do all their own stuff in their studio. Oh, I guess Billie Eilish. Oh, that's cool. See, I like that. You know, whether or not I'm into their music, I definitely give credit to somebody who A, writes their own stuff, and B, performs, you know, either performs an instrument while they're singing or performs with a live band. To me, live performed music is the best. Even if a band sucks, they're still good because they're at least trying.
One more birthday. I forgot about it because I wrote it at the top of my list instead of the bottom.
Okay.
Not an official birthday, like of a person, but today in 1989, The Simpsons premiered for the first time. So there you go.
Oh shit! What the hell's her name? Nancy Cartwright, the woman that does the voice of Bart Simpson.
Okay.
I've seen a bunch of videos of her because she looks nothing like you would expect. Excuse me. She looks nothing like you'd expect the voice of Bart Simpson to be.
Does she also do the voice of Lisa?
No.
Because I've seen her and she also doesn't look like her.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's oh shit. Not Dana Barron. I can't remember that. I can't remember the woman's name. I see her face, but the Nancy Cartwright, the woman who does Bart Simpson, she'll drop the voice, like she'll be talking to somebody and she'll be like, "Oh, do you like The Simpsons?" And she'll start doing the Bart Simpson voice. And she did it with a kid who I think was in like 9th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, younger kid. She did it, and he's like, "Oh, it's a pretty good impression." She's like, "Oh, you think it's good?" Yeah. He was selling candy bars.
Yeah.
She ended up buying, like, he needed to sell X amount of candy bars for some school. She fucking bought them all.
Good.
It was so cute, and she gave him an autographed bookmark with Bart Simpson. It's just cool to see celebrities do stuff like that. Is to me a nice thing. Getting all choked up over here talking about Nancy Cartwright and Bart Simpson. Oh, they like me. They really, really like me. It's okay, Minnie. Just relax. Call me 7 titties, all right? Minnie.
I thought I was the only one who said that to her.
You said calm your 7 titties?
I always say calm your tits, all 7 of them.
That's cute. I didn't realize that you used the number 7.
Yeah, because that's how many she has.
Yeah, did I send you the thing about Friday the 13th?
About 13 weeks, 13
13,
whatever. Yeah.
I told my wife, because 13's her lucky number. I told him, like, go out and buy a lottery ticket. We fucking lost.
Oh.
I'm not surprised.
What would you have done if you won $13?
I would probably cash it out and buy Taco Bell.
Okay. You wouldn't have been like, it's a sign from the universe.
It's a sign from the universe. I should buy $13 worth of tickets so I can lose it. That's kind of what I would do. All right. So a couple things to talk about. First thing is, because we're in the holiday season, it is the season of giving. And I like to do, I like to do things year round to benefit community groups and do some sort of charitable work throughout the year. But of course, around Christmas time, it's really, you should really do something because it's the season of giving, and especially not so much down here, but up north, you have a lot of homeless people. It's cold out. They need help, so help them. But when I see things like this, it like really hits a nerve. Like I'm like kind of a lonely person anyway. Like not that I'm like lonely, but I don't like have a lot of friends. I don't hang out with a lot of people often. Most of the time it's people I work with. But on Craigslist, this woman posted an ad on Craigslist, essentially offering her services as a grandma if somebody needed a grandma for their Christmas celebration. I guess she has no family. She's by herself and she just wants to spend Christmas with a family. So she basically just said, I'll cook, I'll bring the food, I'll bring presents for the kids. I just want to spend Christmas with a family. It's like really sweet.
Yeah.
A lot of people were giving her shit.
Why?
And she ended up pulling the ad because, you're just trying to freeload and whatever, which is kind of dicky for people to say.
Well, she literally said, I will bring you presents and food.
Yeah.
How is she trying to freeload?
But there was also another story that was similar to this, Thanksgiving. So a couple years ago, this woman sent out a group text and thought she was texting her grandson in this group, but I guess the grandson changed his phone number. So she texted this random dude.
Yeah.
And, he said, I think you got the wrong number, but can I still get a plate?
Oh.
And she invited him over for Thanksgiving. She invited this stranger over for Thanksgiving. It was a younger black guy, white family. So you got that part of the story that's, fancy these days. But she invited this kid over and he's been coming over for Thanksgiving dinner for the past couple of years.
That's cool.
Like, she invites him back, which is really cool. I guess he was in a similar situation where he didn't have a lot of family. So it just kind of the world worked out. I like seeing stuff like that.
Have you heard that number neighbor thing? Like you text your number neighbor or whatever?
Yeah.
So
I sent them dick pics. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that.
I think I tried it and it took like 4 days for an automated response to be like, we are unable to answer the phone right now. This is a business.
Nice.
And I'm like, okay.
I've been getting a lot of text messages about, hey, sell us your house type stuff. And my new thing is any unsolicited text messages I get, my response, as long as I know it's definitely somebody that I don't want anything to do with, I respond in the worst way. And usually I say, this is an unsolicited text message. Well, since I didn't solicit it, let me send you this. And I usually send them like gay fisting porn. I'll send them a gay fisting picture or something like really disgusting. Yeah, like a fucking puppet. I'll send them something like really graphic and disgusting. Just, hey, I didn't ask you to text me. You didn't ask for this. Now we're even. Yeah. That's my mentality. You can send me what you want. I'll send you what I want. I
got a random text message the other day that somebody told me that I needed Jesus.
Really?
Yeah. That's all it said. It was like, you need Jesus.
Anytime somebody, I would have been like, I have Jesus. He mows my lawn.
Well, I was like, I think this is the wrong number. And they're like, it's a sign or whatever they said. There's like, this is an affirmation for that the gospel needs you. And I was like, this is spam. And they're like, actually, it's not. God bless, you need Jesus. And I'm like,
I have a picture of, it's not, I can't call it a naked woman, but it's a picture of a woman who's clearly not wearing any clothing. She's throwing up the devil horns right over her crotch, and she got the inverted pentagram tattooed right above that.
Yeah.
So she's covering the cooter with the horns. I'll send them that picture.
That's a cute picture.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later. I didn't take it. I just Googled it.
Just Google.
Yeah.
The Google.
Or I'd send them like a filthy nun picture or something like that. The picture is like with the girl like jizz on her face, or the nun with jizz on her face holding the Bible, says Jesus came. Yeah.
What do you call a nun that goes swimming?
I don't know.
Nunderwater.
How do you stop priests from molesting the altar boys? Dress them up like nuns. Okay, all right. Give me 30 seconds if you're going to be offended by a very disgusting nun and priest related joke. All right. How do you get a nun pregnant?
Dress her up like an altar boy?
No, have the altar boy fart in her pussy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
All right. For those of you who tuned out for that joke, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Did you grow up Catholic?
Yes. Touched me deeply. I'm only kidding. The only time I guess I could kind of say I was an altar boy. My aunt was a nun, and she was actually a very nice lady. It was my mom's aunt, so my great aunt. She was a nun, very very powerful nun. She was actually the principal of a Catholic school.
Okay.
And anytime there was a death on that side of the family, it's the Lebanese side. So we'd go to this Lebanese church, usually in I think Rhode Island or some shit. It was always the same church, but she would always make us be altar boys. It's like we didn't go to fucking church every Sunday. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. So we put on the white thing and just stood there and passed the marijuana to the priest or whatever the fuck's in there,
And the smoke bomb,
the incense, the smoke bomb,
whatever it is.
Doing shots of holy water and shit. Tasted salty. I don't know what that's about, but so I did serve as an altar boy on a handful of occasions, but I wouldn't say I was like full time. I didn't go pro. Is kind of what I'm saying.
You're a part-time altar boy.
I was a part-time altar boy. I was like semi-pro, minor league. Didn't get drafted. Didn't get called up to the bigs. Yeah, I was a hobbyist.
Hobbyist altar boy.
So next thing that I wanted to talk about, there have been a couple articles that I saw the past couple of days regarding pooping at work. Now,
you know what they say?
Boss makes $1, I make a dime, and that's why I shit on company time.
Heard. Yes.
Now, I would like to say that that's the case, except I'm essentially self-employed, so yeah. Plus, I'm a home shitter, so like.
So you're always pooping on company time, no matter what.
Yeah, and I'm usually doing it at home because I got my hardwood toilet seat, my stack of dirty magazines. It's
hardwood toilet seat, stack of dirty magazines. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually not a hardwood toilet. It used to be a hardwood toilet seat. Now it's plastic because I can't find a good hardwood toilet seat.
Do you have a little round one or one of those weird long oval shaped ones?
I got an oval. Okay. Okay. So you guys are gonna get some insight into my life. All right. My house has 3 bathrooms. I have 3 full bathrooms. There is a bathroom or a toilet and suite in my master bed. I got a big master bed. Actually, my master bedroom's not that big. My bathroom's fucking huge. So there's a toilet attached to the master bedroom. That's got one of the small round toilets. I fucking hate it.
Okay.
If you ever come to my house and you go to the bathroom in the back of the house, that's my pooping toilet. That's the toilet I poop on.
Where's the other toilet? Because I want to go to that one. I don't want to go to the one in the bedroom because that's weird. I don't want to go to your specific pooping toilet.
I got bad news for you. That's Raj's toilet. That's
okay.
Raj's
I'd rather go to your poop toilet.
Yeah. See, my poop toilet's at least clean.
Okay.
I clean the toilet, so I know it's clean.
All right, poop toilet.
Yeah.
All right.
And by clean it, I mean I try to pee blast all the hangers on. It's like a power washer,
Well, if you ever come to my house, you don't have very many options. You can go in the backyard where Minnie goes, or you can go in the same one toilet that everybody else goes.
I would legit go in the backyard, like just pop a squat in the middle of the backyard.
One time we had our bathroom being worked on, and I really had to go, and so then I told Mike to look around the corner, and I just grabbed some toilet paper and went in the side of the house by the fence.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I had to go number 2. Later in the day, and I was just like, I'm gonna go to the library.
when we were younger, see now the bathroom I use for Dukin actually has a door going out to the backyard.
Okay,
it's like pool bathroom, if you will. So if people are in the pool, they need to go to the bathroom. They don't have to walk through the house. They can just go right in. It's nice. We didn't have that when I was a kid, so we had the pee corner for the boys. The girls had to still go inside. We had the pee corner for the boys. So if we were in the pool and somebody needed to pee, or if we were doing something in the back, we'd go pee in the pee corner.
You're going to keep it an ool, not a pool.
That's right. That's right. There's no pee in it. Let's keep it that way. So yeah. So where the hell was I? Oh yeah. So I prefer the oval toilet. That would to answer your question, the long-winded answer. So companies have been noticing that people are taking poop breaks and not actually pooping. They're going in there and just dicking around on their phones. So this one company is basically, you have to pass the smell test.
Ew.
Like if you've been in the bathroom for after X amount of time, somebody will come in and sniff the bath. I would hate, who the fuck is going to agree to do this? The big boss, the CEO of the company is not going to be like, time to check the shitters. They like an intern or something, go sniff the bathroom and see if John's duking, or if he's just fucking around on his phone. So they're actually going to send people to smell test the bathroom while you're in there to confirm that you are pooping.
I thought you were going to give them some sort of incentive to poop faster or prove be like, you'll get an extra 5 cents on your paycheck this week if you send me a picture of your dookie.
My sister would be all over that because she Snapchats me pictures of poop all the time.
I don't have anybody who I'm comfortable enough with to send pictures of my poop. But sometimes I'm like, that's a good one. That's a good one.
My friend one time had such an impressive one. He actually scooped it out of the toilet, put it onto a paper plate, and went and showed his dad.
This is too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah, it is.
But, I miss the days of Polaroid. I would totally take a picture of a Polaroid and then mail it to somebody, like via snail mail. Absolutely.
No, you just go someplace where there's a bulletin board and just stick it on the bulletin board. You can still do that. Polaroids still exist.
I know, but they're like mad expensive now.
You can actually get a cheap. It's not an actual official Polaroid, but they do sell cheap ones.
Oh.
The pictures are smaller. They're like longer.
Yeah.
Not like that big, but still to do dookie pictures, that'd be fucking great. Hobby idea. So smell testers for companies. This way you're not spending too much time on the toilet. And then I learned that companies are installing special toilets in there to dissuade people from spending too much time.
Are they like uncomfortable on purpose or something?
Yes.
How?
The toilet is tilted downward towards the front at a 13-degree angle, with tilted 13 degrees down. And they're designed to be uncomfortable after a few minutes.
I guess that's also good for your pooping posture, though.
I don't know. Do you use a squatty potty at home?
Yes, I do.
Nice. Do you really need one? Because you're fucking close enough anyway.
Fucking close enough to what?
Well, no, because your feet would probably...
My feet definitely dangle. When I'm sitting on the toilet without the squatty potty, my feet do this. I have to be almost on my toes.
See, I'm so tall, my legs are so long that even sitting on a regular toilet, it's kind of like sitting on a squatty potty. My knees are higher than my butt.
I wish that was the case for me, because I like squatting. Sounds terrible.
Whatever. It's more natural.
Yeah. When I'm out in a concert or in a dirty nightclub, you best believe that I put the toilet seat up and I stand on the rim and squat, because my booty's not touching.
Not surprised.
Any kind of porta potty.
Your mom says, there are people who sell their poop to medical facilities
as research, or
I'm thinking.
There's people who sell their poop to other people, but for totally different reasons too.
Yeah, that's gross. They're usually German or Japanese. You know what I can't figure out? There is a whole lot of really fucked up Japanese porn, but everything's the important stuff is blurred out
because it's illegal there.
Yeah, but you can they can have a video of a guy shitting in a woman's mouth. His butthole is blurred, but the dookie going into her mouth isn't.
I don't know.
I guess you have to have standards and morals. I guess that's what it is.
But poop is natural, and being turned on by a butthole is not.
How do you know that? How's it not?
Because it's exit only.
It's tighter.
What is it they say?
Tighter and hotter.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just trying to justify it.
Good luck.
Okay, Google. Why is porn illegal in Japan?
I don't know, but you can buy a used schoolgirl's panties out of a fucking vending machine.
She's talking to me. I didn't actually expect for Google to answer that question. Oh. Sorry. Panty vending machines. Whatever.
Panty vending machines.
If they had a bra one, I would be like, I need a bra. And I go spend $7 on a vending machine or whatever.
For the bacteria and stool transplants to help cure people with C. diff.
Oh,
it's a spelling error.
C. diff. That's it's like a blood infection or something. I forgot what that stands for.
Oh, I guess to get the probiotics. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they wouldn't want mine. It's usually just a fucking complete mess. I'd need like a soup ladle. So how you doing? What'd you have for dinner?
You need to eat more fiber.
I'm just kidding. An old man's doctor says, I need you to come back and I need you to give a stool sample, a urine sample, a sperm sample, and a blood sample. So he just shows up the next day with a used pair of underwear. Here's you go.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it is. That's horrible. Terrible. Yeah, so uncomfortable toilets companies are now putting in. They're taking the last thing from us.
Yeah, who among us hasn't gone to the bathroom to text?
I don't think I have.
Well, because you're the boss.
Yeah, it's true. But even at home,
Oh, come on. You've never sent me a meme from the toilet?
No, well, yeah, but I didn't go in there.
Oh, specific.
I'm on Facebook while I'm on the bowl on social media. It's not just Facebook.
Right.
But I mean, that's just because I'm there. I didn't like go in there to go on social media.
Well, yeah,
it.
me too. If I was going somewhere specifically, I don't know. I don't think I've ever worked anywhere that's so strict that I can't like.
Chances are, if it's
Step away to check my phone for a
between
minute.
10 a.m. and noon, and I send you a message from social media, there's a very good chance I was on the bowl.
I usually am. That's like my part of my wake up routine. I'm like, I gotta check my email. I gotta also take a shit at the same time.
There you go.
So
there you go. Or you could just do it in the shower and waffle stomp those nuggets down the drain.
I shower at night, and I'm also not pooping in the shower. Thank you very much.
I shower at night too. I don't like dirtying up the.
Yeah, well, don't you want to go to sleep in a clean bed? Like,
so I got 2 penis stories for you.
Just 2?
Just 2.
Okay.
They're short. It's good. The first one is, did you see what's going on in California?
What is going on in California?
There is this sea creature that looks like a penis. It looked like a dick.
Like not like a gooey duck?
It kind of looks gooey duck. It's like a gooey duck without the shell.
Okay. Gooey duck. Would you eat a gooey duck?
Yeah. Eat a fucking pig's ass. You cook it right. All right, here's the picture.
Bring it up or no? Oh, okay.
Thousands of penis fish washed up on a beach in Central California. These things, they look like a dick.
Penis fish.
Hang on, there's a whole lot of shit going on.
Oh, thank you for calling sushi restaurant. Oh, you like some penis roll, please?
Look at that.
It does look like a dick.
It looks like a dick.
Why does it look like a dick?
I don't know.
Is it a fish? Is it a slug?
It's like a sea slug.
Okay.
But it looks like a dick.
Can you click? Yeah, can you click on that one?
It looks like an uncircumcised dick. And apparently, if you squeeze them, they like spray liquid like a clam does, like a piss clam. Hey, Minnie. What's up, girl? We're talking about piss clams. So yeah, but like
that one with the double hand definitely looks like a dick, like with balls and everything.
Yeah, it does. But look at this. This is a picture of the beach.
Oh my God.
There is like thousands and thousands of dick fish. Thousands of 10-inch penis fish wash up on California shore.
Is that the official name?
I don't think so.
Or the non-scientific? Is that the how would I say the common name?
Thousands of 10-inch penis fish have washed up on the California shore. Pictures from Drake Beach had the internet blushing. Fat innkeeper worm is what it's actually called.
Fat innkeeper worm.
Yeah, I guess he's going to keep her in.
I'm going to start calling people fat innkeeper worms.
Okay.
No, just
yeah. So they're marine worms, but they look like a dick. And they're look at the beach. This
terrible.
Covered in dick.
Lesbian's worst nightmare.
It's Central California, so hey, not too far from San Francisco. Woo!
I wonder how long it is before people start getting freaky with them. They're like mummified penis fish for dildo sale.
I would not be surprised at all if it's already happened. Just look for the AVN Awards best scene with a fat innkeeper worm. Seriously.
If I Google fat innkeeper worm, I feel like I'm gonna get a different image search.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Fat innkeeper worm did pop up in the suggested searches, and it shows up with the giant fucking Eurychus unicinctus.
Sounds like it's related to urchin, maybe.
Could be, or I'm reading it as urethra. Eurychus unicinctus, known as the fat innkeeper worm or Chinese penis fish. I'm sorry, that's too long. They're 10 inches long. They're definitely not Chinese. All right, just saying. Is a species of marine spoonworm. It is found in the Bohai Gulf of China and off the Korean and Japanese coasts. It's not to be confused with a closely related species, Euryctus cowpo, which occurs in the western coast of North America and shares common names. The body is about 10 to 30 centimeters long, cylindrical in shape, and yellowish brown in color. On the surface of the body, there are many small papillae. Male and females produce sperm and eggs, respectively. So they are not hermaphroditic.
Interesting.
Yeah. They are detrivores, feeding on detritus, also known as the shit that floats to the bottom. A ring of glands at the front of the proboscis secrete mucus, which sticks to the burrow wall. Blah 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 blah. Blah. Yeah, it's a bunch of dicks. But because I know how excited you were to tell me that raccoons have a penis bone,
Yes.
I did learn some interesting fact about animal penis.
What did you learn today?
Certain snails and some slugs will actually sword fight with their penises.
I love it. I'm here for it. I don't know what to say.
And I learned this at my son's concert. Okay.
I'd listen. You're just giving me a bunch of names to call people now because next time I'm just going to call somebody a slug penis or something. I don't know.
Penis fencing. There's actually a Wikipedia article about it.
Penis fencing. On God.
Playing tummy swords. Penis fencing is a mating behavior engaged in by many species of flatworms, such as a whole bunch of Latin jargon, which engage in the practice are hermaphroditic. Each individual has both egg-producing ovaries and sperm-producing testes. The flatworms fence using extendable two-headed dagger-like stylets.
Two-headed.
These stylets are pointed and in some species hooked in order to pierce their mate's epidermis and inject sperm into the hemocole in an act known as intradermal hypodermic insemination or traumatic insemination.
Traumatic for sure.
Yeah, pairs can either be complete with only one individual transferring sperm to the other, or the pair can transfer sperm bilaterally. Both forms of sperm transfer can occur in the same species depending on various factors. So they sword fight with their dongers.
But they literally stab each other and then jizz.
Yeah, like literally they are fucking sword fighting. And I will pull up a picture. This almost looks like a scene from The Princess Bride. I am Inigo Montoya. I killed my father. Prepare to die with my penis.
What am I looking at?
That's a slug. That's probably a penis. And somewhere over here, there might be a penis. Or is it these two things? I don't know.
I feel like
you're looking at a dick sword fight and no one understands it.
That's sand behind them?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Penis sword fight. That's
the one on the right kind of is shaped like a rabbit.
I thought it looked more like a walrus.
That one, the one on the right though. Like there's the tail, the penis, or whatever.
The head, the tail, the foot.
Feet. Yeah.
Here comes Peter Cottontail jousting with his penis. Like all seriously. Right. Okay, so
this is why I love coming here every week because I learn something new inevitably.
And it's really weird that I learned it at my son's band concert.
Where did that come from? Can you tell me that story?
A conversation with one of the other parents.
Oh, okay.
Don't ask.
Slug penis.
Slug penis sword fighting. It came up in a conversation. It's me. Come on. Do you think I can go anywhere without talking about like weird shit?
I'm just gonna write down slug
penis sword fighting. Or just penis fencing.
Okay. So I've been thinking of names for my new punk band. Okay. I don't have a new punk band.
Okay.
But I think slug penis sword fighting is going to be on the list.
It's a good name.
In addition to something that I saw at work, apparently in a kitchen you're supposed to have a different dirty receptacle that's not just the sink for things like knives, and we have a bucket that just says dirty knives on it.
You call it the splooge bucket.
Splooge bucket?
Yeah.
No, but that's another good name for a punk band.
I'm sorry. The splooge bucket is a bucket that you keep behind the bar that you dump.
It's the dump bucket.
Yeah. Call it the splooge bucket.
That's what you get. That's what the customers get when they ask for like a pink pony shot.
They get splooge bucket water.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gross.
Nah, bucket of dirty knives is my punk band.
Bucket of dirty knives.
Yeah.
I like that. That's actually pretty fucking rad.
Now I need a band. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sell my services to name bands.
There you go.
Yeah. Be like $50. I'll name your band. You can have it.
Dave Grohl, your favorite guy, said that naming a band is the most useless part of starting a band. He's like, because most band names are fucking stupid.
Good. Then he should change his name to Pooh Fighters.
No, because that's what he said was, you think Foo Fighters is a good name for a band? It's fucking stupid. Shut up. I fucking like the Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl's cool.
Well, I like Nickelback, so
look at his photograph.
That song has 2 lines in it, which directly reference people who I know.
Like, he talks about people you know, or it just happens to link to people you know? Like,
No,
it
like,
fits.
so when I was in, this is a really irrelevant story, but when I was in junior high, my friend and I dyed my friend's hair. And there's a photograph of my friend who has, you know, when you dye your hair, it gets like sticky. He has like all the dye like up on his head, like a mohawk. And there's a line specifically in that song that says, "Look at that photograph. What the heck is on Joey's head?" And that's my friend's name is Joey. And it's just it was just like, that shit's about us.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like
I actually, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, because I don't know why people really like. I shit on Nickelback, but I shit on Nickelback just to be silly. Like, they're just a band trying to be a band. Why is everybody got to shit on them? I mean, they're not a great band. I like the song Rockstar.
I like the
Fucking
song
love that
Rockstar. I like Animals because I like a song about dirty fucking.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like the what's that? The one that they got popular for. You remind me of what
You remind me
of
what I really am.
So yeah, I like Nickelback. I'm not gonna lie. I bought their first album. What?
Word. That's all right. People shit on Guy Fieri too. Oh wait, no, he's a fucking dick. Never mind. I think that was the only. Did you have any Did you actually have some other Florida man stories or
No,
this day in history stuff?
No,
you don't have your notebook.
The only other, the today in history thing. So today in 1903, the Wright brothers took flight for the first time.
Yes, they did. Orville and Wilbur.
Today is officially the Wright Brothers Day and has been celebrated every day since then.
My niece goes to Wright State, which is a college in Ohio, named after the Wright brothers. You know what they did before they built airplanes?
What?
Bicycles.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then one of their renditions had like a bicycle on it. Had like a bicycle before it flew off.
Possibly.
Yeah. Today is also Kazakhstan Independence Day.
All right. I love Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Nice. Not to be confused with asshole Uzbekistan.
That's a good movie.
Wasn't that where Borat was? Wasn't Borat from Kazakhstan?
Yeah. Do you know that after that movie came out, the country of Kazakhstan got really upset because they literally like launched a tourism campaign. They're like, "Come to our country. It's not that bad."
Then people got there and they're like, "It is that bad." Have you all seen the commercial for the movie Knives Out? Please Google it. If not.
Yes.
I did see a commercial for it. I don't.
It's playing. It already came and left the theater.
It already left the theater?
I think so. Yeah.
Shit. Like, I remember seeing the trailer for it. I remember saying I want to see that, but I don't retain. My brain doesn't retain that stuff. It's like I don't even know what it's about. It just looked like, I think I remember it looked kind of like a dark comedy.
It's like Clue.
Oh, I would definitely like that. I love Clue.
It's like a murder mystery Clue style movie.
I like Clue.
So
nice. I will have to see it when it comes out on video. I did see a movie that I thoroughly enjoyed, which was 6 Underground. And I was actually upset the Sneaker Pimp song wasn't in it, but that's another story for another time.
Was
what?
Michael C. Hall in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was essentially Deadpool 3. So if you like the Deadpool movies, you'll definitely like this one. It was directed by Michael Bay, who I typically hate his fucking movies. It was almost him making a satire of his own movies. All the explosions and scenes and the blood and gore was just so over the top, and but it was, you could tell it was intentionally done over the top. It's a Netflix only film. So if you have Netflix, definitely check it out. I laughed my ass off.
Was it called 6 Under what?
6 Underground.
All right.
But definitely check it out. Like I said, it was like Deadpool 3. It had I can't remember the actress's name, but if you liked Inglourious Bastards, the one that played Shoshana, the theater owner, she's in it. And like the scene at the end, she's wearing this dress. We got like cleavage. Oh, she's French. Ooh la la. So she was in it. If you saw I don't know the actress's name. If you saw the series on Netflix, Good Omens, have you seen it yet?
No, but I've heard of it.
Legit, watch it.
Okay.
It was funny. It really was funny, and it was dark, and it was just well done. But the one woman who played the witch in the modern day witch, she was in it. She's hot too. But it was a great cast, and it was just a great film. It was just really, really entertaining. It was silly. It was over the top and intentionally so. It's definitely worth seeing.
If I haven't
You'll
seen
laugh.
Deadpool, will I still understand this movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's the same, like wisecracking, sarcasm, stupid shit. Like Deadpool, I definitely recommend you seeing Deadpool just because it was funny and it made fun of the superhero movies, which is probably why I liked it, because I'm not really into superhero movies.
Okay.
The only superhero I need has meat and cheese on it. Seriously. I think my wife texted me right before the show, since we're going up to New York, and she asked me if I wanted to go see the New York City, the Rockettes at Radio City Musical. Not knocking that show. I hear it's absolutely beautiful. It's just not my thing. I would rather spend the money that's going on a ticket for that and do something else. I'm not into it. Not my thing. But, I told you go to it, enjoy, have fun. And I forgot where I was going with this. What was I talking about? Going to New York, Rockettes, seeing the show. I got sidetracked and now I fucking lost myself.
You said right before the show, my wife texted me to see if I wanted to see
Yeah.
the show. And then we were talking about good shows, Good Omen before then, and Six Feet Under.
6 feet, 6 Underground.
You said you're not knocking the Rockettes. It's just not
I'm
your
not knocking the
vibe.
show. It's not something I want to do.
Did it have something to do with New Yorkers never going?
No. Although I said that, I completely lost my train of thought. Holy shit.
We could go back to a different conversation and start where we came from.
No.
Okay.
The commercial features Martha Stewart and is possibly better than the movie. I'll have to check it out later. I like Martha Stewart just because she's a fucking criminal and she hangs out with Snoop. I wonder if they bake up together.
Of course they do.
That's awesome. She could probably make she could probably roll a really fancy joint.
He's shaped like a swan and shit.
Yeah, like fucking Joint the Gami.
They I'm pretty sure in their TV show that they make pot brownies.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
In their TV show that I can't think of the name of together them now.
The Spooky Spinach.
The spooky spinach.
Spooky Spinach.
The jazz grass.
One of my wife's a goody two shoes. She won't, she won't partake in that. I don't partake in that anymore. I used to a lot. But the funniest thing, we were at actually Merry Mayhem, the Ozzy Osbourne Rob Zombie show, and I think it was her first time at a like a real metal show, and Ozzy starts playing Sweet Leaf, and as soon as the first riff go dan dan, all you saw, and this is at the Nassau Coliseum, all you saw was smoke. And she's like, "What's everybody doing?" I'm like, "Sweet Leaf, they're fucking blazing. Like, enjoy the contact high." She's like, "Well, there are cops. Well, aren't the cops going to stop them?" I'm like, there are probably close to 10,000 people in this arena right now that are all smoking weed, whether indirectly or directly. There are probably at most 200 cops. The cops aren't going to really fuck with the people who are just going to get high and buy a hot dog. All right. Fights, believe it or not, you think like a metal show, everybody's gonna be all amped up. You go to an Ozzy Osbourne show, or at least I don't know how he is, how the shows are now, but like I've been to a lot of Ozzy shows. Everyone, like, there are no fights.
You know how
actually there was a fight at Ozfest that I went to in 1997, but it was two assholes down low, and Ozzy actually stopped the show until they got him out. Yeah,
good.
But like people at fucking Ozzy shows are chill as fuck.
You know how every subculture, most subcultures, they kind of have a vice that's associated with them.
Yeah.
The EDM people, they like Molly. The rapper people like Coke or whatever. I don't know.
Weed.
That too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
And purple drank.
Lean. I don't know. I just think it's funny that, like, for the most part, the people who are like, oh, they're a metalhead, they're gonna fight. It's like, no, they're just gonna chill. But
even then, like, because they see the mosh pit, which looks like fighting, which is not really fighting. It's like play fighting.
Yeah.
Well, you can get fucked up in there.
Well, yeah.
But there's no like hate amongst it. It's like, that's love. Like, you fucking punch somebody in the pit. That's because you love them.
I remember I was like, I don't know, 12 years old or something. And I went to a concert and I really wanted to get into the mosh pit. I wanted to get into the mosh pit. So I made my way to the front of the stage, or towards the front of the crowd. And I jumped in the mosh pit and everybody's pushing everybody and I'm in. And like 3 guys decided that I shouldn't be there. And they literally just picked me up and threw me out of the mosh pit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
There you go.
See that.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I guess I'm not going to the mosh pit again.
Did I ever tell you the story about the guy that wanted to go up on the crowd, wanted to crowd surf at Ozfest?
No.
This is back when I was playing football, so I was like, all muscly and strong, and I wasn't just a fat tub of shit like I am now. This dude, like real small dude, was like standing next to me. It was general admission, so there were no seats. It was just all open. And he's like, dude, you're huge. I look down, I'm like, yep. So, I want to crowd surf. Put me up on the crowd. I'm like, all right, motherfucker. Grab him by the back of his pants, grab him by the back of his shirt, picked him up over my head, and yeeted him into the crowd. And it was like Moses parting the Red Sea.
No.
This dude, the crowd just separated. And this was at Giant Stadium. The Giant Stadium was a grass field, but on top of it, they put like these metal tiles that were like probably 2 feet by 2 feet, looked like a jigsaw.
Mm-hmm.
And it had like traction tape on it. This fucking dude hit that, and like over the music, you heard his body fucking hit that. It was a crunch. And then the crowd just closed around them, and we went back to rocking out.
Bummer to be him.
That was an awesome concert. I don't want to miss anything. It was like the best lineup of any concert I've ever been to or ever heard about.
That's cool.
Like legit. I mean, it was Typo Negative, Pantera, Fear Factory, Ozzy, Black Sabbath, Marilyn Manson. It was awesome.
Last summer, Marilyn
Manson came to town.
Tampa. I don't know. Yeah. I really wanted to go because he was with Maynard James Keenan, I think.
Right.
I don't remember who he was with. It was two people who I really wanted to see together. Tickets were like $85 or some bullshit.
Yeah,
and
that's why I don't
like,
go to concerts.
I'm like, fuck that.
There is only one concert. There's only one band. Well, no, there's a couple. But one band that I truly want to see, and you'd probably disown me if I told, well, actually, I want to see that band too. But there's another band or another group another singer. He's a solo artist that I want to see, but you'd probably disown me if I told you.
Listen, unless is it Foo Fighters or Metallica?
Well, I want to see Foo Fighters. I don't want to see Metallica.
Okay.
No use for them. I want to see the Foo Fighters because I like Dave Grohl. Suck his dick like I'm mad at it.
It's okay. Who would I disown you for? Tell me.
Jimmy Buffett.
I wouldn't disown you for that.
All right, cool.
I wouldn't disown you for that. I'm from South Florida, so I grew up around fake Margaritaville and stuff like that. So
fair enough.
Lots of Hawaiian shirts and pink flamingos and
it's all right.
Margaritas and
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Cool. That's the number one artist listened to surgeons during surgery.
Not like Mozart or Bach or something.
Nope, Jimmy Buffett.
Why?
I don't know. Who cares? It's fucking Jimmy Buffett.
I just imagine like a surgeon just like slicing
cheeseburger in paradise. Fruitcakes. Fins up.
What's fruitcakes?
It's a song. Fruitcakes in the kitchen. Fruitcakes on the street. Strutting naked through the crosswalk in the middle of the week.
Sounds like my kind of jam.
It is.
Okay.
I think if you actually gave Jimmy Buffett a chance and listened, I don't think you'd listen to him all the time because you're a little more rock and roll than that. I think just to chill, have a cocktail.
I don't
in
hate
the
Jimmy
sunshine.
Buffett. I don't hate Jimmy Buffett. I can't like name more than like 2 songs, but
It's all right. I guarantee if I played them, you'd be like, oh, I know that song.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I worked at Cayman Cove for like 3 years. They constantly had the tropical vibe station on or whatever.
Really? Every time I was there, it was always hip hop.
Yeah, well, that's when the other parties came through.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but their default go-to was like the jukebox on tropical vibes or whatever they called it.
I like that. I listen to classical. You know what I listen to a lot when I'm cooking dinner a lot. I listen to polka music.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
And then Sunday mornings when I'm cooking breakfast, it's Frank Sinatra.
Bob Marley's my cleaning music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We're cleaning. I want to clean it with you. We're cleaning.
Maybe, yeah, it gets me going. And then the other thing that I really like doing is it depends on what I'm getting ready for. If I'm getting ready for a gig, I'll listen to whatever type of music I'm getting ready for the gig for.
Okay, well, you're getting your mind right.
Yeah. So,
I used to before football games. I used to listen to Pantera. Listen to like
my
amped up fucking shit.
Cousin and I used to play soccer together, and we used to listen to Linkin Park to hype ourselves up.
All right.
Yeah, that's the good like fight music.
What's back when I was coaching, like this kid, he's got his headphones on pregame. I told him you can't have the fucking headphones. It's like 10-year-olds. Like,
yeah,
you can't have the headphones on the sideline. I'm like, what are you listening to anyway? Like thinking like he's gonna be listening to some bad. He's like Drake. That is not fucking pregame music, dude. Like this is why we lose every week.
What if he was like Beethoven?
I could actually get with that.
I guess it gets your mind right.
Clears your head.
Yeah. So,
but like Drake is just trash.
A lot of times when I'm very frustrated, when I want to have road rage, I put on the classical music station.
And you rage while you're listening to classical?
No.
Yeah, that calms you down.
It calms me down, so
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have road
All right.
rage. Like when I'm stuck in traffic or people are driving real shitty, and I'm just like, I'm just like number one on my presets.
No, when I want to get angry though, I'll put on Rammstein, and not because the lyrics are actually angry. If you actually look at the English
No, they're not.
transaction, they're actually really nice songs about love and shit.
Mhm.
But it's German.
It just sounds angry.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. I also like Ghost.
Ich bin Lied.
Du hast. That fucking guy scares me. The lead singer of Rammstein.
How do you feel about Serge Tankian from System of a Down and other fare?
I like his voice.
I do too. He's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
So
Very
okay.
talented.
Corey Taylor of Slipknot and Stone Sour.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking Slipknot, man. I didn't realize he was in Stone Sour though. He's the lead singer of Stone Sour? No shit.
He's his lead singer in both. I love him because he can go from to like just singing like a beautiful. I love his voice, and also he's a spoken word poet. Did you know that too?
Did not.
Yeah.
You know
he's
who else is?
Hmm.
Kanye.
I
You know
don't
who's
like
actually the
him.
most shocking, the most surprising metal person? Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden.
I don't know that much about Iron Maiden. Like I know who they are, but I don't know.
So
them.
Run for the Hills, The Trooper. Fucking. Here's a fun fact about Bruce Dickinson.
What?
He is a licensed and working airline pilot.
Okay.
Like legit, fucking works for an airline, flies for an airline pilot. He did it. They did a thing. They had a plane that they called Ed Force One. And
Clever.
they took it on tour. He got certified to fly a 747 so he could fly the tour plane.
He could fly his own plane.
Yeah, so he could fly the band's tour plane.
I would do that too.
Oh, it gets better. A group of people, I think they started in England, and I think the concert was in Italy. He flew a plane load of Iron Maiden fans to the concert. How fucking cool is that? Like
That is
the
very
band
cool.
you're going to see, the lead singer's flying the fucking plane. He's your captain.
I know it's not the same, but like whenever I have to go somewhere to do a gig, I always want to drive myself. So I totally get wanting to fly your own plane.
Jimmy Buffett's a pilot.
I believe that.
He has a song called Jamaica Mistaka. And he will never go back to the country of Jamaica.
Because he made a mistake.
Okay, have you been to Universal in Orlando?
Yes.
Yeah, right outside of Margaritaville is a plane. It's a Grumman Albatross called the Hemisphere Dancer. It's actually Jimmy Buffett actually owns that plane.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Cool.
He was flying in that plane, landed in Jamaica. They mistook his plane for drug runners, and they opened fire on the plane. On board were Jimmy Buffett, the pilot, obviously. Jimmy wasn't flying at the time. But Bono, Bono's wife and kid were all on the fucking plane. They got shot at by the Jamaican authorities.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That sucks.
All they said is, "We sorry, man. Cool runnings." That was it. That's all I got. Maddie!
Welcome back.
Maddie's. Oh, Matt, I didn't share it with you because I kind of forgot. Maddie sent me the picture of the BBC stop, the big black cock stop. I'm going to post that. I'm going to crop it a little bit and I'm going to post it. It's going to be like a featured picture. Big black cock. Maddie, how are you handling the heat down there? Holy shit. It is summertime in the Southern Hemisphere. Speaking of dancing in the hemispheres, kids. It is summertime and southeastern Australia is fucking roasting. Where he is in Brisbane, I think he said the temperature was gonna be like 109 or some shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
like extreme, like heat warnings and severe. This isn't like a normal thing for them. I mean, it gets hot because it's summertime there now, but I hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're you and your family are all pulling through that shit and be all right.
What is the hottest and coldest temperatures that you have ever been in?
I don't even know, but I know I learned about the heat in Florida. It actually doesn't get that hot in Florida.
No, because we have wind chill, even though not wind chill, but we have the wind from the oceans.
But the humidity makes it feel hotter than it is. What the hottest temperature is, I don't know. It's probably 102. And coldest temperatures, quite a bit below zero.
I think the hottest I've ever been was it was like 106 or 109, something like that, and that was in Texas.
Yeah, it's a dry heat though.
Everybody says that.
Yeah, it's a dry heat. The fucking heat in my oven is dry, but it still cooks shit.
Well, it wasn't dry in Texas. It was very humid, just like it is in Florida. And I think the coldest, I want to say -14, and that was in Tennessee.
Okay.
So
I mean, growing up in New York, I mean, Long Island actually doesn't get as cold as upstate because we have the ocean right there,
Mhm.
but it still gets pretty fun cold. I mean, there was one night I was working at the hotel, and that hotel is on the north shore of Long Island, so like it's literally right on the water. Like the edge of the parking lot is a bulkhead, and the fucking harbor is right on the other side.
Mhm.
We had it was super cold. There was a wind blowing out of the north, so it was blowing straight at the hotel off of the water. The waves were crashing up against the bulkhead, splashing water up. Cars got encased in ice. But along the bulkhead, there was a fence that was like a 4x4 post vertical with steel cable, like 4 steel cables. The water was collecting and it had icicles sticking out at almost a 90-degree angle.
Wow.
Like it was crazy. That was bad. It wasn't dry. It was in Houston, which is right next to the coast. That's hot.
Yeah, that's what I
Fucking
said.
hot.
That's
As they say in Spanish, muy caliente.
Muy caliente. Muy caliente. I don't know why I just sounded like an Asian person speaking
Actually,
Spanish.
I sounded as Valley Girl is what I heard.
Muy caliente.
Like, oh my God.
What are your
Totally,
favorite? I know you're a voice actor.
Yes.
And do you have any like go-to voice characters? And maybe not original characters, but like what's your favorite like voice to do other than your own?
Most of the work I do is my own voice. I do the big announcer guy.
Okay.
The big announcer voice. I do have a couple of voices that I've been working on. I haven't gotten any work doing them.
Okay.
One is kind of like Stitch-ish.
Oh, like the little, like the animal.
Yeah.
The animal. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, show me your titties.
He's so cute though.
But it's almost like a lower pitched Elmo.
Yeah, I could see that. Is Elmo a boy or a girl? Because
yes.
I thought Elmo, because I know a boy in real life named Elmo, and I know lots of people who are named Elmo in real life. But I heard somewhere that Elmo was a girl. I mean.
Maddie says, sorry, I had to change my signs for the next trip. To answer your question, handling the heat by staying in air conditioning 24/7 and drinking heaps of water. Also, make sure you're drinking something that has some sort of salt. You're intaking some salt. So, because you sweat out salt, you need salt.
Electrolytes is what the body needs.
The water is less of the problem than losing the electrolytes. The electrolytes are what finish that connection in your synapses and your nervous system. And without that salt in there, you die.
Science, bitch.
Science. And if you drink too much water, you have to you deal with hyponatremia. Is what it's called. Actually drowning. You overwater yourself.
Your cells are getting too engorged.
Yes. Actually, they're not getting engorged. The salt is leaching out of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So high to low concentration. Come on. Osmosis. It was an Ozzy Osbourne album.
This is the second time in 2 weeks that somebody has talked to me about high to low concentration osmosis and stuff. And I was like, I should know this.
Science. Call me Bill Nye, the science guy.
I feel like I'm losing my knowledge.
Nah. You just forget stuff. You can only hold so much, so you get rid of shit you haven't used in a while. It's like rotating stock,
Okay. First in, first out, I guess.
That's it. That's how I poop.
I mean, I hope so. I'd be sad if you pooped what you just ate, but then still retained what you ate
it goes
yesterday.
through me like shit through a goose. So we need to, I wanted to recap the shows from this past year. And I looked over the list of the guests we've had on. We had some actually really cool guests over the past year.
Okay.
We really did. I mean, we had Nicole here almost every week, and the shows that she wasn't here for absolutely sucked.
Don't say that.
Sucks when she's not here.
Kyle Neely was a good show.
He was a good show.
And I wasn't here.
Okay. So one show. That was
one out of like
two.
50% of the shows that I'm not here on.
No, they're like 4 or 5 of them.
Okay. All right. All right.
That's all right.
All right.
It's still not a bad statistic. I mean, it's still more accurate than a weatherman. But yeah, so I mean, we had Kyle Neely on, we had Kyle Baker, we had actually Kevin Goatee was last year. We had Christy Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Swap Tampa show. We had the hooker in here.
Yes.
That was a good time. We had the Ask the Escort segment, which was over the phone. We had was Stephen Lally last year or the year before?
It
was like last Christmas. It was around Christmas.
Yeah,
time.
It was last year.
Yeah, it was like last December. So we had Stephen Lally. We'll call that a year ago because it was in the past 12 months. Last week, talking to Doug Tabbitt, that was awesome. We had Katie Style on twice last year.
Mickey Sudo.
She's
cool.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
she's cool.
The people who I have met from this show who I still talk to is like of a high percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still talk to Mickey?
Sometimes.
Nice.
I Instagram her every now and then.
Yeah, I don't talk to anybody.
So I talk to Christy regularly. I talk to Mickey occasionally, just mostly like liking, thumbs up, ha ha ha, shit like that.
Yeah.
So, but I do talk to Christy pretty regularly.
I do have. I talk to her every now and again. Not, I wouldn't say regularly. I might say maybe every couple weeks or so, every couple months. But going forward, we had a great year on the show. We just, I wish we could get more listeners. That's the biggest thing, is trying to get people to tune in and watch. Part of that, I'm going to take the blame on that. I kind of slacked off a lot. I don't remember the last time I uploaded something to Podbean. So my goal for the new year with this show is to really push it and try and grow the audience. I want to keep doing what we're doing, because I know that you guys that listen to us regularly, you guys have a good time. You enjoy what we do. So we want to keep bringing you that content. We want to do better. We want to do better, but we want to keep it as close to this formula as can be, because it's a good formula. So I'm going to be more diligent about uploading. Actually, over the next 2 weeks while I'm in New York, I'm going to be uploading all the shows I haven't uploaded to Podbean, bring them up. I want to get us online with iTunes podcast. I want to try and get us on Pandora. So I really want to try and get us on different platforms and try and monetize us, because we don't get paid anything for doing this. This show costs me money.
So next year
we're reverse that.
So next year we're going to win the iHeartRadio Podcast Awards, right?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's an honor just to be nominated.
Yeah. I don't really give a shit if we're ever nominated again for the Best of the Bay Awards, because I just really don't care. I'm not.
That shit's fixed.
See, here's the thing. It is. But here's the thing, like, I don't care about winning awards. I don't care about winning awards. I just want to make people happy. I want people to listen. I want people to enjoy. I want people to laugh. I want people to learn. So if I never win an award, but I have a good, solid, awesome following, like we have now, just bigger, I'd be happy. I don't need to win an award.
Okay. I was just joking about the awards. I don't really care about them either, especially Best of the Bay.
Yeah, but I don't need to win awards, because I know that making my audience happy is a good enough award right there. So, I mean, that's my goal for the show, is I want to try and get us more exposure, get us listened to by more people. And that's, it's unrelated message popping up, but that's what I want to do for the show. And I want to bring in some more guests, some bigger guests. I want to work out the phone system. I'm going to replace some microphone. I'm going to replace some equipment, upgrade a little bit. The other thing I want to do, and I'll play with while I'm in New York, is different camera angles. Okay. Have a camera. So like, we can never see your face. You just see the back of your head. Well, you really don't want to see my face, because but I want to do that, and this way, when we have a guest here, I can have a camera on the guest and we can get a good view of them. So that's something I'm going to work on for the new year. It won't be as soon as we come back, but for the new year moving forward, I want to upgrade what we're doing. I want to take it to the next level, or as Walt Disney said, plus it. Oh, is that why Disney Plus is a thing? Uh-huh. Oh, I didn't know. I think that's just nifty, but plussing it was Walt's term for making it better. Okay, you have a great idea, but plus it, make it bigger, make it better. Okay. So that's.
You know what I listened to the audiobook last night?
What?
The Secret. The power of positive affirmation and the power of the laws of attraction.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured this was a good time before the new year to listen to it.
I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like me.
I also, because I listened to it on YouTube, and then I started to try to fall asleep. So I was listening to guided meditation. And there was this one that I found that it's like, I am happy. And it was a bunch of I am.
See, I would just put on the Gorillaz Clint Eastwood. I'm happy, feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless.
But the seventh grade is going on.
7th grade.
Yeah, 7th grade for me.
Actually, it wasn't high school.
Maybe it was 5th grade.
The
5th or 6th grade.
Is coming on. It's coming on.
Nick Callender, if you still have my album, I want it back.
Yeah, you motherfucker. Give that back.
He's not a motherfucker. He lives in California with his boyfriend now.
So
producing shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, exactly.
So as far as this show goes, that's what I want to do. I have a few projects that are non-FUBAR projects and not stand-up projects that I really want to knuckle down and get done. I want the cookbook. I want to finish that. I've been talking about that for 2 years. It's almost completed. But the end of this year was just fucking crazy. So I couldn't get it out for this Christmas, maybe next Christmas. There's a bunch of other projects that I really want to knuckle down and get done that I think are really good ideas, good projects. So those are my goals, is to take that. And I don't have any aspirations with stand up to become like the next big household name. As a matter of fact, the projects that I have in the hopper that I really need to buckle down on is kind of the direction I want to go. With comedy, I still want to do stand up. I'm still going to do stand up. I love doing stand up. Actually going out and meeting my audience and meeting people that listen to the show, and it's so fun. It makes me so happy. It really does. So I'm not going to give that up, but I'm really going to focus a lot of attention on this show and those other projects I have going on. And there's actually another project which I hopefully will be able to announce to you folks in a few weeks that is fucking awesome. I'll tell you about that later.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's not a big money project. It's just a fucking cool ass project.
It's a passion project.
It's a passion project. It's a good credit, and I'm excited about it. But I'll tell you guys in due time. I don't want to jinx anything, and ink's not on paper, so I can't really talk about it publicly. But I'm excited about it. So that's my aspect. So what about you, Nicole? What's your goal? What are your goals for next year? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do?
Well, I have some short-term, long-term goals.
Okay.
Good. So, and I say short-term, long-term because they are not going to happen tomorrow, but they're also not going to take 20 years. I would, in the next 3 to 5 years, and this is just me throwing this out there, I'm putting it out into the universe so I can help to manifest it. I want to buy a house within the next 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
And I want to buy a house big enough that I can run my business out of it.
Okay.
I want to be able to have a separate, I have a 2-bedroom house right now, but I want a big enough house that I can keep my costumes and my crafts and my sewing in one room and then keep my personal life on the other. And I also want to have a space in my home where I can meet potential clients and show them costumes and things like that. So that's like 3 to 5 years goal. This year specifically, it's literally a year away because it just passed. I want to create costumes for HBC next year.
Okay.
Because I love
I saw a whole bunch of pictures and everybody looked fucking great.
Yes,
I think that would be awesome.
I had very little to do with the costumes this year, unfortunately. In the past years, I have helped a little bit more, but this year there was a new entertainment management company in charge. So even though I expressed an interest to do so many times, they were like, we don't know. And I'm like, I understand that they don't know who I am. So, but next year I hope to really focus and, produce a couple of original costumes for that event.
Your costumes look great.
Thank you. I didn't make them.
It's all right. You still look good in them.
Thank you. Did you see the picture of Jack Skellington holding me?
Yes.
Okay. So that's my friend Toy, and he's amazing. And
well, you sent me that the other night and you're like, I want to learn how to do stilts.
Yes, that's correct.
And I'm like, I support the shit out of that. And if you need somebody to catch you when you fall, I can do that. I
have a couple of people who are willing to teach me too. I've even had somebody who I work with. She's been kind of bugging me to learn. She's like, I will get you gigs. Just learn to do the thing.
Now, are those stilts any different than the ones that
they're
drywallers use?
They are literally drywall stilts.
Oh, all right.
So there's actually 2 types of stilts that performers use. There's the drywall stilts, which are mostly for like crowd work and working and walking around in, Disney World and things like that. Or there's peg stilts, which are literally 2 sticks on the ground and you have to be able to balance really well. And mostly those are for circus people or for people who are a little bit lower income, we'll call them, because they're a little bit cheaper to make.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot of, but the gentleman who is holding me in the picture, he does crazy dance stuff. He can do high kicks and do scorpions and do back bends and like all the stuff while doing stilts.
Now, what I said to you when you told me that you wanted to do stilts, what did I tell you?
That it'll finally bring me up to 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not wrong.
I know. I didn't mean it as being a dick.
No, you're not being a dick. The shortest stilts come in 24 inches. So that would put me at 7 feet tall, which isn't that high, which is
funny.
Like finally be eye level to some people who I hang out with.
You do hang out with a lot of tall people.
I do. It's a complex thing. It's like, I don't know. It's how when you're,
because you secretly want somebody to like put you on their shoulders. I think that's what it is.
So my dad, I used to be a cheerleader. And my dad was the team dad. We had a team mom, but she moved away. So my dad assumed the role.
That's awesome. Benny's awesome.
Yeah, he is. So he learned how to stunt a little bit. And I remember one year we were putting up Christmas lights and I was like, just let me get on your shoulders. And we did the cheerleading 1, 2 and up and whatever thing. And I just hung the Christmas lights like that.
Because those Christmas lights don't hang themselves.
No, they don't. And I totally hung my Christmas lights this year.
Neither did Jeffrey Epstein. Just saying.
Yeah.
Womp womp. Anyway.
No, so I have a couple of goals. I want to be able to buy a house within the next 3 to 5 years. I want to make costumes for HBC. I want to, last year, one of my aspirations, not my resolutions or anything like that, was to focus more on my costume making skills. And this year, 2019, I said in the beginning of the year, my goal was to produce at least one costume a week and sell one costume a month. And I
Okay.
did pretty good for a while. I kind of slacked off on it a little bit. I did sell a lot of stuff this year online to people literally around the country. So
Nice.
my costumes are
Everywhere.
out in the world. Yeah, which is
Nice.
amazing. I was thinking about it the other day. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I had some sort of like existential crisis that I was maybe not crisis, but I was like, a piece of my art is out in strangers. Like it's out with strangers. And like,
But look at the bright. So you have to look at the positive in that. You sold it hopefully to another performer who's wearing that and showing that off, and people are seeing it and appreciating it.
yeah. And
Or some creepy old dude bought it.
probably not that one because it's literally like,
Okay. Good.
like, whatever.
All right. Good.
There was a mask that I had made that got sold to a store in California called Handmade Toy Shop.
Nice.
So my mask is somewhere in California in a store.
Unless somebody bought it already, then it's not in the store anymore.
Probably, but it's probably in some whatever. It was sold in a store. My stuff was sold in a store. So
That's cool. That's a great thing.
Yeah. So one of my goals, I don't know, I have a couple of different goals. I have a lot of projects. I want to become more involved in at Barnes and Noble. I know that sounds kind of weird to some people, even though that is technically my boring day job. I want to be able to, if not there, to kind of do, I have a couple of projects I want to do. I want to do a vintage and rare book exhibit. I want to travel this year for comedy. Maybe not a lot. Maybe not. I'm not trying to be a famous comedian either, but I do want to travel and do a little bit
You just want to go on another road trip and talk about walrus penis.
Fuck yeah.
That was a good time.
Fuck
It really
yeah.
was a good time.
So I don't know. I want to perform burlesque a little bit more. I want to do a couple of different things. There's a couple of projects. There's a couple of like money-making projects, a couple of things that I was either too scared or didn't have enough time. And I have to tell myself that I just have to make the time to do the thing instead of being a lazy butt.
And that's exactly what I need to do.
Yeah, exactly. So we should hold each other accountable.
Seriously.
We should hold each other accountable. And I'll be like, hey, how's your project going? And then you'll be like, hey, it's going. And you'll be like, how's your project going? And you'll be like, it's going. So
And then we'll be like, all right, fuck it. Now, the other goal I have is a personal goal. And I want to get my weight not only below 300 pounds, but I want to get below 290 pounds. I'll get back in the 280s.
I'm really bad at judging weight on guys, so I don't know what that looks like.
Well, let's put it this way. What you see here is about 340 pounds.
Okay.
So you're talking about losing 60 pounds.
Okay.
Or
you got to lose
50 pounds.
You got to lose 2 minis.
Yeah.
No, well, she's 35, so you got to lose a mini and a half.
Where is she?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
Just chilling, sleeping.
Chairs in the way. I can't see her. But yeah, so I got to lose 2 minis.
Okay.
So that's the goal. And the reason why I want to lose that weight is because I want to ride on roller coasters again. I can't fit on roller coasters. I'm fat.
So I have a question.
I have an answer.
Sorry if it's personal.
Go ahead.
I know the roller coaster thing. Is it a weight thing or is it a size thing?
Well, it's a little bit of both. Some of the restraints, because I have big man titties, like the over the shoulder restraints don't close all the way, especially if they have belts in the front, like the
ones that go up your crotch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like where it goes over the shoulder and there's the one seat belt.
Yeah.
That doesn't close all the way. There will be a few rides I won't be able to ride on because it's got a bar that pulls over your knees.
Okay.
And my knee just from my foot, because I have really long legs. I'm 6'4". From the bottom of my foot to the top of my knee, the bar just doesn't get past my knees. And that has nothing to do with being fat. That's just tall.
Okay.
But if I lose some of the girth around my legs, I may be able to shift my legs a little bit more and maybe able to get it closed.
There's a ride at Busch Gardens that I ride next to Mike sometimes, and the lap bar, it's just a lap bar one. It's not like a harness one.
Which ride is it?
The Sand Serpent.
Sand Serpent.
The little square. It's only 4 seats, and it's just kind of goes in a square like fast like this.
Okay.
So Mike is a tall guy, and I always kind of get freaked out because if I was riding by myself, the lap bar would come all the way to my lap. But because I'm riding with him, the lap bar doesn't come all the way down.
Imagine me riding with my kids. Well, not so much Raj anymore, but me and Kiara. It's like the bar's out here, and she can literally just climb out.
I always just like hold on to the side in case I feel like it's gonna go off. I feel like the car's gonna go off the corner one day. So
you're a good girl.
Yeah. So I have some other goals. I have maybe in 2014 I started running as workout.
Nice. I only run when I'm being chased. That doesn't
Maybe you
happen.
should have somebody chase you.
Nah, I don't want to run. I can't run anymore.
Oh, okay.
Knees.
Oh,
I'm actually I may have to have knee surgery next year.
that sucks.
It'll be for the better. It'll suck during the process, but afterwards it'll be
Okay.
better.
Mm.
I actually think I might have to get knee replacement.
Sad face.
Yeah, I got some problems. Earlier
Can
this
I-
week I was fucking barely walking.
Can I break your knees before you do it? Since you're gonna get new ones anyway.
No,
Kidding.
no, 'cause
No,
that's not how it
kidding.
works.
I'm
That's
kidding.
not how any of this
Oh my
works.
God.
Jesus Christ! All I could think of is get you coming at me with a tire iron. I mean, I'm glad you barely be able to reach up to my knees, but still.
Yeah, I might end up breaking
Might
your
catch
shins
a fucking
instead.
neck. But no, that's the thing. I want to be able to ride roller coasters again, and I've gotten way too fat over the years. Once I stopped playing football, I kept eating like I was playing and wasn't doing the working out. So I just like all the muscle turned to fat, and I'm just a big fat ass.
Will you ride Falcon's Fury?
If I can fit in it, I'll ride. Like, there's no ride I won't ride.
That's the one that faces down and you just drop down.
Yeah, if I can fit in the fucker, I'll ride it. I
Okay,
don't
so
care.
your goal for this year is to fit on that ride because nobody will ride that ride with me.
Legit.
Nobody will ride that ride with
Damn.
me. I always want to go, and obviously I don't want to ride a ride by myself.
Fucking goals.
So-
Goals right there. The
Yeah.
dark side peeked out there for a minute. Which dark side?
Of me breaking kneecaps?
Yeah,
That's not a dark side. That's just the exposed side.
man. No, it's dark because like you're not supposed to do that to me. Shit. Damn. You'll come out with a tire iron like in the cartoons, like boom, 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 pound you to the ground. Haha, you just snorted. Yeah, so
I
that
should write these down.
yeah, you should.
Affirmations
What's
down.
funny, you talk about riding rides and people afraid to ride. Like I've never been afraid to ride a ride at a theme park. I won't ride rides at carnivals. Absolutely
Listen,
will not.
If I get flung off into space because I wrote whatever the ride is where it has you sit in a swing and it like spins you around in a circle and you like
The tilt-a-whirl, and then the thing like comes up.
no. There's the one. It's like you're hanging. You're just in a seat, like a swing, like you're a
Oh,
little
okay,
kid,
yeah.
and then it just goes like this with
Yeah,
centrifugal
fuck that.
force.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
So if I get thrown off into space, I'm gonna die. They're gonna be like, she died doing what she loved.
See, here's the thing though, like carnival rides, like I know. Oh, I just realized that I missed a comment by Hyacinth. Hungry Man is the only superhero I'm interested in. You're damn right. But I know that like when I work on something, like if I were to rebuild the burners in my barbecue, if I take my barbecue apart and put it back together,
Mhm.
there's going to be a couple extra parts. And those carnival rides are assembled and disassembled almost once a week. So how many spare parts do they have? You know, like how many parts did they just like?
You don't
not-
think they like label them? Screw one, screw two.
have
screw
you
three.
met some of those carnies? If you don't, if you want to meet some, we can roll down to Clowntown,
What's Clowntown?
Gibsonton.
Oh, where the state fair is.
No.
Oh, wait.
The Florida State Fair is in Tampa.
Oh, it's right there,
on the-
yeah.
Over by
What is
Brandon.
Gibson- what
But
is
no,
Gibsonton?
Gibsonton's if you want to see the most entertaining shit ever, if you want costume ideas and some material for comedy, you go to the Walmart on Gibsonton Drive, right off of I-75. You go there on a Friday night. You are going to see some shit. Gibsonton is a town where carny folk used to spend their summers or spend the off season. You remember the American Horror Story
Yes.
Carnival? Or the,
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was based on Gibsonton. Well,
Well,
Gibsonton, Sarasota.
In the do you know that that the Dumbo movie takes place in Sarasota?
Really?
Yeah, in the very beginning of the Dumbo movie,
Like the original Dumbo movie?
yeah, the cartoon.
Okay.
The very beginning of the movie, during the intro, it's like, you know, the scene where they're like looking at the world and you're getting closer and you see the country and you're getting closer and you see the state and you see everything like how
It zooms in on Sarasota.
it zooms in on Florida, and in the spot where there's a little circus tent is right around exactly where Sarasota is, which makes sense because that's where Ringling College is.
Yep. And Ringling College is in Sarasota because they were all in that area.
Yeah, so there you go. So Dumbo takes place in Florida.
If you drive around Gibsonton, you'll see like people's houses and they have like carnival rides like stored up on their front lawns and tents and like shit. There's a big showman's hall there. It's you literally was all circus people, the sideshow performers, and the lobster boy killed his fucking wife's or his daughter's fiance.
There's
Grady Stiles, what's the guy's name?
in my hometown, there's like a circus ride graveyard
Nice.
lot.
Is that
So-
Hollywood?
Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood. Hollyweird, as we love to call it. What did I say my goals were? Buy a house, costume for HBC, travel with comedy. I forgot what else I said.
She's looking at Minnie.
Oh, I said
You guys
burlesque.
see her face right here. Oh, there she is. She moved. I could pet her from here.
Come here.
Good
Come here.
girl.
Minnie, come. Come here. Give me a hug. Where are you?
She's coming up.
Minnie, come. Give me a hug. Can I have a hug? There you go.
Aww.
Hello. Say hello to the internets.
Good girl. I'm like blocking her. I'm like, oh, good girl.
Hello to the internet. Are you a good girl?
Hi.
You are. Boop, can I have a kiss? Thank you.
Aw.
Thank you very much. Can I have 5? Give me 5. Oh, you can't reach. Give me 5. You're too short. Thank you.
Aw.
All right. Good
Nice.
girl. Good girl. She's so obedient. I love her.
That is awesome.
She is the second best dog ever.
Want to give a shout out to my brother's dog. Get well soon, Ranger. He had to have his eyeballs removed.
Both of them?
Both of them.
¿Por qué?
Glaucoma.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
It's okay. He'll be running into walls no time.
He's been blind for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What are Minnie's goals? Minnie, what are your goals for the year? Eat stuff, poop on stuff,
She doesn't do any of those things.
pee on fire hydrants.
She likes to dig holes, and I think that's her goal. I think her goal is to dig a hole to China because she likes to dig.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, is she named Minnie for Minnie Mouse?
She's named Minnie because when they found her, she was skinny, so she was Skinny Minnie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, but I decided that her name is officially Minnie Cooper.
Nice.
Yeah, that's her name now. Her name is Minnie Cooper.
When my mom got her dog, she named him Edward after my father's middle name. All our middle names are Edward, so it was Eddie. I changed his name to Eddie Money, so that's what his tag on his neck says: Eddie Money.
Eddie Money.
Eddie Money.
Yeah, she used to be Skinny Minnie, but now I call her Piggy Minnie.
Aw, she
So.
cute. She a good girl.
Yeah, she also grunts at me sometimes.
It's all right. She's a dog.
Yeah.
You know, dogs are a hell of a lot smarter than humans, and I can prove it.
Okay, why? Because they get free food and free board for life.
How many words that you say does she understand?
Most of them.
Okay. How many barks does she bark? Do you understand?
0 of them.
She's smarter than you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say 1 though, because I know her bark beat. She has different barks for there's somebody here who's not supposed to be versus I need to come back inside now.
I bet you I can make her bark.
I don't think you can.
Who's here? Who's here?
She's not that dumb.
My mother's dog will go fucking ape shit.
So she won't bark here because she knows that this isn't her house.
Oh, okay.
If she's in her house, she'll bark because she's like, this is my space.
Okay. MySpace.
Yeah.
Did you see Kyle Neely met Tom?
No, but I'm so jelly.
Yeah, he met Tom. Met Tom Anderson, everybody's first friend.
If I met Tom, I would make him take a picture with me like this.
Tom treated us right. Tom never banned us. He never censored us, and we turned our backs on him.
I did not turn my back on Tom. I still have a MySpace, thank you very much, and I still like it. And I can't log into it because I don't fucking know my name or my password.
Nice. I don't know if mine still exists.
My email address that I associated with MySpace doesn't even exist anymore. I had to cancel it because Hotmail isn't a thing.
Well, I mean, I can't say nothing because I think my sign in for MySpace was a AOL.
You want to hear some shit? So, have you ever Googled yourself?
A lot, yeah, because I'm narcissistic.
So I Googled myself and I found like my free profile, find their history record, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean,
I found my first email address.
really?
And I was like, what the bullshit, some shit that you make up in middle school, that's about your whatever. Anyway, I was just like, really?
Pretty Girl 69.
It wasn't that. It was lamer than that. I wish it was Pretty Girl 69 because that would be more cool than what I currently have, what I had in middle school. I was like nerd hardcore.
I actually my high school email address I don't have, but the email address I made after that one, because back then, I mean, this is going showing how old I am. Back then, I started out with Prodigy was the first ISP that we had.
What?
Prodigy with a dial-up modem. But then we finally went to AOL like everybody else did. So I had an AOL email address. So I had an AOL email address. What was it? Fishnet? Nice. Gonna go rob a bank so nobody can see you.
It's a hairnet from work.
So I had an AOL email address, and then I changed it to because I was getting a real job, so I had to have a non-silly email address. Nice. That'll keep the pubes off the mic. I had to have a non-silly email address, and I I still have that email address. Like I still use it for some things.
I only had one silly email, and then the rest were reminiscent of my name in some way.
Okay.
But I should have kept the one of the ones that doesn't exist anymore. The Hotmail, it doesn't exist anymore. It was Cole_H, which is my maiden
Yeah.
name. So
Yeah.
I was just like, I should have kept that one. So,
Yeah. Now, if you tried getting it, somebody probably took it.
yeah, it
Yeah.
sucks. I get so mad when I try to make a username for something and it's like, this name's already taken. And I'm like, which bitch is Nicole Raven out there with a K?
There's a couple.
I know.
I've Googled you.
Thank you.
That's all right.
It's all right.
You know what happens when you Google my name?
You get Prince.
A lot of prints. A lot of prints, an economist, and then a skydiver that died.
Oh,
And then me.
sad face.
That's all right.
You're alive.
It's
Wait, at least 50% of those Roger Nelsons are still
'cause
alive.
the economist guy is still alive.
Okay, so 50% of Roger Nelsons are still alive.
Nice. Nice. I'm going to miss you guys for 2 weeks.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you though?
Yeah. So I'll miss
Okay.
you. I'll miss your
Oh.
mom. I miss everybody. But I'll be stuffing my face with pizza and White Castle and all the good stuff that's going to make me fat. So I'm going to like binge for the 2 weeks and I'll come home and lose weight.
Burlesque, travel with comedy, costumes for HBC, buy house. I feel like there was one more. Oh, run more.
Stay young, have fun, drink Pepsi.
Why Pepsi?
Why not? It's better than Coke.
I don't drink either of those.
Good, because it's bad for you. Give you the beatus.
I drink Sprite sometimes.
It's okay.
So I don't drink dark soda. I'm racist against soda.
To each his own or her own. No, I like regular Pepsi, and I haven't had a regular Pepsi in a long time. And Diet Coke. Diet Coke is better than Diet Pepsi, and Pepsi is better than regular Coke.
Okay.
And Mountain Dew is better than all of them.
Do they make Diet Sprite? I'm sure they do.
Yeah. It's not that good. I don't like it.
Somebody asked me for Diet tonic water the other day.
Did you say, yes, I'll get right on that and pour them a tonic water?
Yes.
Do they realize that tonic water does not have sugar in it?
Yes. They didn't realize that. So I
Quinine.
quinine, which people are allergic to, and it also makes it blacklight reactive.
It's blacklight reactive?
Yeah. If you ever don't know what the difference, if you ever can't immediately tell the difference between soda water and tonic water, put it under a blacklight and the tonic water glows blue.
That is fucking cool.
And I learned that from working in strip clubs.
There you go. I just never noticed. The few times I worked as a bartender, there were no black lights, and the many times I was in a strip club, I was not ordering tonic.
We the first club that I ever bartended in had black lights right by the front door to check IDs, and it had black lights right by all the registers to check bills
Okay.
and IDs for that matter.
Yeah.
So
Nifty.
yeah.
Do people still drink gin and tonic?
Yes. Alistair
just-
Graves is the first person I can think of.
Seriously? Oh yeah, I think we talked about that when he was here.
Yeah. Oh, another guest that we
That's
had. We
weird.
had Tony Tesla, K2
Yes.
Lemieux, and Alistair Graves on this show this year.
Yes.
So, and those are all my burly friends.
Yes.
So-
They're all awesome. Like you got some cool ass friends.
Yo, shout out to Harley, to aka Tony Tesla, this past weekend because she performed at her first HBC and killed it. So
Yeah.
I was
Kick ass.
yeah. Shout out to her. Tony Tesla is coming up. I mean, she's always been a good performer, but like Harley is kind of stepping out of her comfort zone lately,
You
and
have to.
and I really like that. I've always liked her, but I like that she's stepping out of her comfort zone. I love it when people start doing that and succeed at it.
Nice.
So
Nice.
now I want to show you tonic water in a black light or something, but
Yeah,
I
look,
have
I'll do it
I have
later.
neither. I have
Yeah.
neither. So
So I think we're gonna start winding it down now.
time flies when you're having fun.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So let's give us your schedule over the next 2 weeks. What you got? What you got cooking?
Gonna check my calendar. Well, from now until Christmas, you can find me bartending, baristaing, and cashiering and customer service at Barnes & Noble in Carrollwood, where I will help you buy coffee and books. Other than that, I will be belly dancing at Acropolis on the 20th at South Tampa. I will be performing at Gaspar's Grotto in Ybor on Friday and Saturday, the 20th and 21st, and on the 21st with Miss K2 Lemieux. On 27th and 28th, I will be performing Ora Locas and Acropolis and gas bars one of those 2 days.
Nice.
TBA.
Nice.
On the 29th of this month, December, I will be performing in a Miss K2 Lemieux's burlesque show in Sebring, Florida, and also kittening that show. And on New Year's Eve, performing with Gypsy Aaron Samba
Nice.
at what I believe is a private party. It might not be. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But either way, got the hustle going on.
Word.
And next year in January, and more details to follow, the Gas Bar Sirens and myself will be doing something special for Gasparilla.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
As for me, this Thursday, you could see me in Tampa at the Lion's Den in Ybor, doing a little comedy show. It's me, Katie Style, and Marie Williams, two of the sickest bitches in the area. I love them both. Looking forward to that. Next Friday, I will be at Barton's Place in Mount Sinai, New York. It's going to be my only stand-up show for my run in New York. I have 2 other shows. I'll be appearing on Two Men and a Half Lady podcast on Sunday the 29th. And then New Year's Eve, you could tune in to Strong Island Television and see me on Joanna Cruz's show, Sorry Not Sorry. We're actually taping it Monday, but it's airing on Tuesday. And then you can see me. I think the next thing I have in Tampa is February 8th at Beef O'Brady's Parish. Now, the show in New York at Barton's, for you New York folk, I have commissioned custom shot glasses. There are only 10 of them being released to the public. The first 10 people to come to the door, pay your admission, and mention my name will receive a free commemorative shot glass. Compliments of me. Because it's the season of giving.
Sometime in January and or March, I will be traveling to Orlando and or South Florida for comedy and burlesque related performances.
Nice.
I know that Christy mentioned that she was doing something.
Yes, she has not followed up with any details. She asked me to do them. Like, okay.
Well, I'm going to help her do something with that. So I'm going to help make it happen.
Don't forget to book me.
Obviously. Duh.
Duh, because you're driving.
Duh.
I'm not going to forget you because you got to drive. I get it.
What about the gentleman who I told you to contact?
Did not contact him today. I've been wrapped up. I had to go to the doctor and stuff.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, maybe we'll do something with that too. So
yeah, I was diagnosed today with hepatitis, not hepatitis, hepatitis. Which is? Terminal coolness.
Oh.
Something I got to live with, you know. No, I actually went to the doctor. I finally went to the doctor for this crusty shit on my elbows, psoriasis. I am finally getting medical treatment for that. Figured enough's enough. I'm itchy. I'm flaky. It's gross. I haven't worn shorts in public in years, and I perform with long sleeve shirts on in Florida. Enough is enough.
Heard.
So I'm gonna start taking drugs next year. Yeah. I forgot to ask her if it like counteracts with alcohol. I guess I'll find out. Only one way to learn. So that is the show. That's the final show for the year. I'm actually, like I said, I might go live Christmas Eve from New York briefly to wish everyone a happy, and then I'll probably simulcast the. And she's going to see her mom and dad on the 27th and 28th. You forgot that. You're going to see your mom and dad.
Oh, yeah, on the 28th.
Yes, 27th and 28th.
Yes, I'm going to see my parents on the 27th, 28th, get my dad his birthday present, finally. Christmas present.
Nice.
And yeah.
Nice.
I haven't. Mom, what do you want for Christmas? Because I didn't get you anything yet, so let me know what you're in for.
I have bought a sum total of 0 Christmas gifts. Actually, no, that's not true. I bought, and my thing I started last year, every year for my brothers and my sister and my mom, I'm going to buy matching Christmas ornaments for everybody.
Okay.
So I buy one, I buy one for me, for my mom, for my brothers and my sister. It's all the same one. This year was a pierogi.
That's cool. Last
year it was the replica of the moose mug from Christmas Vacation, like a little moose with the horns.
Can you please explain to me the pickle thing? I don't get it.
It's a German thing or Eastern European thing. It's like anybody whoever finds the pickle is good luck. We don't do it. I think I have one on my tree, but we don't like.
Somebody,
pickle.
I read somewhere online that it's like some people, if you find the pickle ornament that's hidden on the tree first, you get to open the first present on
Yeah, I've
Christmas.
heard that. Yeah,
But I don't really understand because don't you set up your tree before Christmas? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you know where it is?
well, it's like you're supposed to like put that on. Santa puts that one on.
Santa puts a pickle in the tree.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I've been known to throw a pickle into Mrs. Claus every now and then.
Okay, two things. One,
Okay,
I know we're wrapping up. Sorry.
that's okay.
You know that Santa's reindeer were female because they kept their antlers during the winter.
I thought they were females grow antlers.
No, yeah. So, reindeer,
Okay.
male and female grow antlers, but boy reindeer shed their antlers in the winter, and females keep them.
On Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen.
They're all girls
Comet and
because they have
Cupid and
horns
Donner and Blitzen.
or antlers. What's the difference between antlers and horns? They basically provide the same purpose.
I think horns are a single piece. Like two
Mm-hmm.
antlers branch out. So, like bulls have horns because it's two.
Okay, and then reindeer have and moose
Reindeer,
have
moose.
Okay. Okay, and then the other thing was, did you view the Ask a Mortician video I sent you?
Yes.
Okay. There's a lot of truth to Skeleton Jack and Skeleton Santa because his bones are literally all over the world.
True. And at the end, if you look, there are a whole bunch of bones on Long Island. I might go see them.
I saw that there was a couple. There was a couple in New York. There's like 2 in California. I love that. I love that Santa's bones are everywhere.
Santa spread his DNA all over the world. Your mom says, "Isn't it always winter in the North Pole?" Yes and no. The North Pole, like the geographical North Pole, is always winter because it's the fucking North Pole. But in North Pole, Alaska, where Santa's workshop is located, there's actually a pretty cute family-oriented YouTube channel called Summers in Alaska, spelled SOMERS. It's a family that live and they talk about living in that part of the world. During the wintertime, they actually don't get any sunlight. It's dark, damn near 24/7. Like they have like daybreak and sunset like happen simultaneously.
Do we have any listeners in Alaska?
I don't think we have any regular listeners in Alaska. I have a friend that lives in Alaska that will watch occasionally.
Do you know someone in Alaska?
Do you know someone in Alaska? I get it.
Okay.
Actually Anchorage, but whatever.
I was just making a joke.
I got it. It's good.
It's
It's good.
a geography joke.
It's good. You're making me crazy. So yeah, that's the show. We're gonna wrap it up for the year, kids. Again, there is no live show for the next 2 weeks, or no official live show. Like I said, I might go live next week, and then there'll be simulcast of Sorry Not Sorry with Joanna Cruz on Strong Island Television, which I'm looking forward to being on her show, seeing her again. She's a sweet lady.
I don't want to give up this podcast right now.
You're not gonna give it up. You're just taking 2 weeks off.
2 weeks. What am I gonna do on Tuesday night?
No, hang on, stop. Not doing it Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. You're right. You said I don't want to do a show those
I'm
days.
having anxiety now because I don't know what I'm gonna do for 2 weeks.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I'll take a picture and say hi with a slice of pizza in my mouth and a knish.
Oh, knish. That was amazing. That was the first time I ever tried it.
Right.
Whoever decided to put mustard on a knish or whatever, like I don't know. He was just like, here's a knish. It's homemade. It had potatoes and onions, and I think it might have had bacon in it. Just
That's
this
not
one.
kosher.
I know, but this person was Italian
That's
who
all
made
right.
it, so I think
That's
it
all
was just like their influence. And then he was like, "Yeah, eat it with mustard," and I was just like, "Okay, sure, I like mustard. Why not?" And it was so hot and it was so cold that day. Well, the knish was hot and it was so cold that
And
day.
it warms you up.
It
It's
was-
just like thick. It sticks to your ribs.
Oh my
kinda
gosh.
Delicious.
You know, I can take or leave a pierogi. I can take or leave matzo ball soup.
you take that back right now.
Okay, whatever about the pierogi. I don't even care. But I didn't know knishes were a thing. And I was like, what is it? And he's like, it's like a Jewish empanada. And I was like, okay.
Actually, that's the best description. It's like a Jewish potato empanada.
Yeah. And I've always said food wrapped in other food is the best food.
It is.
So
It is.
shout
That's true.
out to the butthead that is Jimmy for showing me a knish.
There you go. So I'm gonna have next week. I'm gonna have a knishes, and I'm gonna have a gasm from Seaport, pizza, and White Castle, and there were a couple other things I said that I have to get.
Egg sandwich.
Egg sandwich is a must. Bagels are a must. If I do happen to go into the city for whatever reason, I gotta have a fucking hot dog from a cart, Sabrett cart. It's gotta be like a legit.
How do you take your hot dog? How do you take your cart hot dog?
Rectally. A cart hot dog from New York City. If the onions look like they're fairly fresh, the Sabrett prepared onions, like onions in a red sauce with mustard or just kraut and mustard. When I make hot dogs at home, though, I will put ketchup and mustard on them. That's the only time it's acceptable to put ketchup on a hot dog.
I think people think I'm weird because when I eat a hot dog, I put all of the like savory pickled things. Like I put relish and sauerkraut and mustard, but I don't put any of the sweet things. So
to each his own or her own.
Yeah.
There's every now and again at home, I'll make what they call the Florida dog.
What's a Florida dog?
It is, I can't remember if it's yellow mustard or spicy mustard, but cheese, salsa, banana peppers.
That's like how Colombians eat it, but they also add French fries.
Okay, I don't add the French fries.
The Colombian people, they like to load up their hot dogs. I don't know what it is about Colombians, but they put like French fries and mustard and potato, like crushed up potato chips.
It's all the
and
cocaine.
just like all the
It's
food.
the cocaine.
All the food.
But yeah, so that's how I take that.
Okay.
If I do happen to go into the city, I will have a slice of pizza from Rose's Pizzeria in Penn Station and get a slice. That fucking slices are huge and they pile them with toppings.
That's my kind of pizza.
Hells yeah.
I like a loaded pizza.
Yeah, me too.
I like a loaded anything.
Because it's food wrapped or layered with other food.
Yeah,
Not
that's
necessarily
true.
wrapped. Although
like,
there's a pizzeria in Brandon that you can get a double-decker pizza. It's like a pizza stacked on top of a pizza. It's like double the pizza.
I don't know how I feel about it, but I fold my pizza anyway. Like I fold my pizza in half.
You have to. Don't. If you eat pizza with a fork and knife, you're in Chicago, and that's not fucking pizza. Because pizza is a pie, and Chicago pizza is a fucking cake.
I got into a friendly discussion with some rando in Ybor because I went to go get pizza from the window. There's just a window that you can buy pizza from in Ybor, and it's good pizza. And I guess it's New York style pizza. And he was like, "That's not pizza. You need Chicago style pizza." And I was just like, "Well,
that person is wrong. Don't ever talk to them because you don't need that kind of negativity in your life."
I was
Seriously,
like, I like both pizza. Listen, I'm an equal opportunity pizza eater.
Okay.
Except for frozen pizza because that shit's trash.
I like frozen pizza.
It tastes mushy. No matter what you do to it, it tastes mushy.
But I expect it to be that way, so I'm all right with it.
We have flatbread pizzas at Barnes & Noble, and they're not bad. And they come out really crispy.
See, that's nice.
Yeah.
We got pizza from there's a joint by my house that we get pizza from, and the pizza's like really good by Florida standards. It's really good.
By Florida standards?
Well, yeah. And I got a calzone.
Yeah, I didn't eat pizza for like 7 years or some bullshit because the pizza in my high school was so terrible and it just like turned me off to pizza forever.
You know what's fucked up? The pizza in my school, and I went to school on Long Island. The pizza we got in school was Elio's.
Was what?
Elio's.
I don't know.
Like frozen square pizza.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. And every now and again, I'll buy it just to have it to kind of just reminisce.
The pizza in my high school was so bad that we had a courtyard area that we were allowed to eat lunch in if we didn't want to eat in the cafeteria. And I remember one year we were just being kids and I ate my pizza and I was like, this is so hard. And I threw it against one of the classroom doors and one of the teachers came out and she's like, who's throwing rocks?
You just launched something off the desk.
Sorry.
That's funny. The other thing I'll make every now and again that'll remind me of school food is I will get the Tyson chicken patties, the round chicken patties, but I'll make chicken parm with them. I call it ghetto chicken parm. And on a hamburger bun.
Is that not how you make chicken parm?
Well, you're supposed to use real chicken. That's not real chicken.
Oh.
I call it ghetto chicken parm.
I like.
If I'm making chicken parm, I'm like cutting chicken cutlets and breading them and frying them.
Morningstar makes a chicken, and I say chicken because they spell it with the apostrophe because it's not real.
It's a box of fucking lies, is what that is. It's lies and sadness.
Well, they make a chicken patty that it has like avocado in it and it's really good and they call it like the California chicken patty.
Nah, I'll get chicken. I'll get the fake chicken. I'll get my fake chicken from Tyson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Your mom says if you put frozen pizza directly on the rack and set it to 450, it'll come out good and crispy. That is correct. Matter of fact, DiGiorno tells
she can't talk because she has a pizza stone and that makes every pizza better.
Damn right it does. And the more you use it, the better it comes out.
Reels. Somebody gifted her a pizza stone a couple of years, like when I was a child, and
Jelly.
I've never seen pizza the same way.
No.
So I need to. That should be on my life. I crumpled up my life goals this year.
The older a pizza oven is, as long as it's kept up and maintained properly, the older the oven is, the better the pizza that comes out of it is.
I believe that.
Because the stone gets seasoned over use.
It's like an
cast
iron. Yeah, it's like an iron skillet, or like what's something else
Yeah.
that you're not supposed to wash all the time.
Beer glasses. Not necessarily for the same reason, but you're not supposed to use soap on a beer glass.
Reusable coffee filters. You're not supposed to push those through the dishwasher or use soap on them, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Like the mesh ones, not like the paper ones you throw away.
Your mom says it comes out better without the stone. Blasphemy. Whatever. To each his own or her own. All right, kids. That's the show. We're gonna get gone. Appreciate everybody listening. We do this every Tuesday night, except for next 2 Tuesdays. So we will be back. Let me take a quick look at the calendar. We will be back on January 7th for our first show of the year. Looking forward to seeing you all. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Yule, Happy whatever the fuck you celebrate. Just make sure it's happy and healthy and safe New Year. Nicole, you have any final wishes for the year to close out 2019 to the people?
May you have 2020 vision in 2020.
Nice. I'll wait till 2021 because hindsight's always 2020. All right, kids, have a safe one. Be healthy, happy. Take care of take care of everybody, and that's it. We'll see you next year.
FUBAR out.